Why Corpse abandoned his audience. I wanted to talk about this for quite some time. Today, didn't have anything specific. Usually, I have one or two topics on mind, but today, this was on my radar. It was actually open, so I thought, let's actually do it. And yeah, I'm not like prepared or have a script, so I have to hit your dopamine. I'm just going to tell you what I came across, and there's always a reasoning. Yes, I'm doing this for the views. Sure. Please give me the views and maybe the subscribes. I need the subscribes. The numbers go up. It makes me happy. Yeah? Why Corpse abandoned his audience. Not going to play the video, the entire stuff. Just to give you a little context. This was posted not too long ago, a month ago. 1.6 million views. This is why Corpse husband abandoned his 10 million subscriber audience. 10 million. I've talked about the trend where YouTubers are quitting because of getting burned out. That's a total different story. This one wasn't just burned out, so-called allegation. If I'm not getting this wrong, I'm gonna get back straight to the comments. That's where the real juicy parts are, right? An online following isn't a family. Fame is not success. Obsession is not love. Wow, obsession. Hotel is not Trevego. By the way, you might end up finding so many weird stuff here. I'm just reading straight. This title is misleading. Corpse didn't abandon his audience. He was betrayed by them. He escaped from them. This channel is clickbaiting everything. Okay. It's not. You can abandon something or someone for good reason. Use your brain. True. They abandoned him more accurately. These are fans and haters. So you don't have to believe everything. Just take it with a grain of salt and apply your own logical thingy, and then, of course, come to a conclusion. Weirdos. This title is misleading. Corpse didn't abandon his audience. He was betrayed by them. See that? He was betrayed. So how was he betrayed? Okay. If your job becomes hostile and dangerous, you leave. You don't abandon it. You escape. Wow, that's actually... See, what are the chances of coming across this? This is an interesting thing, actually. If your job becomes hostile and dangerous, you leave. You don't abandon it, you escape. Because if you don't, your life could be at stake. Wow. Yeah, he left because his eyes weren't in a healthy state. And if he kept on going, he would probably become worse than just blind. I have no idea about Corpse. I just came across one of his videos and it was interesting. Just like the game theory, MatPat. I discovered the dude because of one video game, and then all of a sudden I find out he quits. I'm like, hold on. That's too late for me. Got to just discover a YouTuber. Thought I would learn something, but the dude just quit. And then followed by some controversial stuff, whatever. I mean, this thing happens in the crypto space, in the whatever space. Cycle repeats. New people come in, old people leave, whatever, man. But this is a different story. You can abandon. So the question is, did the fans do something? People? Or it's him who actually ditched his fans? Yeah, something to ponder. And I'm coming to my point, which is something to do with looks and the things that we can't control. God-given. We're just born with it. Born into a family, things we can't control. I have a lot of flaws. It might not be visible right on the camera, but I have flaws. If somebody really wants to know, come personally ask me. I'm like, hey man, and nobody cares anyways, right? Everyone's just so self-indulgent, concerned about their own life, which is fine. I get it. I can't speak on behalf of everyone else. But yeah, just to let you know, I have flaws. Everybody has flaws. Some people talk about it, some people don't. I do. If you really follow me from beginning, you probably know, right? And yeah, I'm just the way it is, and I keep it real. But however, there's some concerning things. Not everybody can take it, all right? And that's what's happening here. So when you have this huge following, 10 mil or whatever, and the whole crowd, the mob mentality gets on you, right? That's when you have to escape. That's more of an escapism. Crazy though. Getting into the video world so I can escape from this crazy world out there, but now I have to escape that digital world because that was eating me alive. Because my fans, I couldn't please them, couldn't entertain them. Oh, wait, just like what happened to Dream. Yeah, he revealed his face. What was the world expecting out of Dream? Nobody knows. What? Oh, he should have looked like this or that. Again, we don't control that. I just mentioned. See, I told you. I do my videos. I know it's a little weird, but once I start going, it's just relatable, man. And I'll show you a few other things where clearly true doesn't sell. Lies cannot sell. Yeah. You can abandon something regardless of the reason. The word abandon is still correct. Yeah. What would be worse than blind? Man, okay, so he catfished his fans. Look at his songs, his Instagram posts. He planted the seed in the viewers' minds, and some mysterious heart, probably. I mean, that's another way to see it. I don't know the whole story. I'm just putting it out there. Do you know what cash? Whatever. Remember, folks, this is the guy was so jealous of that got vocal cord surgery. Tried to sabotage him and blackmail him over it. Imagine being jealous of someone with 3 health conditions, one of which is painful as all heck, another which literally eats away. Corpse is kind of like a different version of Filthy Frank. His audience obsessed over him and rarely cared about his mental health. Wow. They cared about Corpse, the persona, and not Corpse, the person. There you go. Corpse saw what internet said about Dream face reveal, and he said nope, and I don't blame him. Yeah, so nobody knows actually. Corpse didn't reveal his face, and Dream, we all know what happened. I did a video long back. I probably deleted that. It was just stupid. Honestly, Corpse is real one. He never really played the part of a successful streamer or online personality. He always seemed straightforward about his reality, and he genuinely seemed like he just wanted to have a really good time with his friends. Yeah, man, that's exactly my point as well. When I stream or whatever, I just enjoy my game. One of the episodes, the recent episodes of Lex Fridman show, the dude said just one thing. I'm just quoting him. Man, I get so much of opportunities, this and that, but I don't want to victimize myself, and I don't want to get famous for the wrong reason. A lot of people they just want that attention, and the way they get that attention is just to victimize themselves. That's the only way they survive. They can't thrive later on because you can't just keep victimizing yourself over and over and over again. Sooner or later, the public will smell that BS and call you out, and then it's over, right? So I actually can relate to that, man. Anyways, back on track. Corpse is real one, right? So yeah, a lot of people have this pro and cons kind of view on him. I just really want to give this guy a hug, and he respected himself. Honestly, stepping away from the internet is probably what's best for him at this point. His mental health should take priority over his career. See the pattern? All the streamers I've seen so far, Gen Zs, Millennials, X, whatever, every level, they had to change their course, pivot, but regardless, they did the worst things, most of them, just for that clout and all that. And they're just trying to figure out what they will do to whatever level just to get that. It's not like being real themselves and not giving a flying F. Sure, care for your audience, show that concern to that level, but not over obsessed. It goes both ways. I'm talking about the people who are streaming, also the audience. This one, yeah, the audience has gone crazy on this guy, obsessed over him, so it's good for him to take a break. And then on his side, yeah, you know what, I'm kind of taking a break because of the mental this and that, and I think it's just I can't please my audience enough. Who abandoned who now? Yeah, sometimes you gotta be a little selfish, I guess, in order to, yeah, and that's what happened. As someone who became a fan of his when all he did was read spooky stories, watching him go down the rabbit hole of fake stardom, as people treated him more and more like an object or zoo animal. See that, what I just mentioned? Getting famous for the wrong reason. Maybe this is what he didn't want this. I don't know if he wanted the fame or whatever. It's just crazy though, how the social media, TikTok, whatever, allows one person to become, right? That's how the crypto scammers and all of these dudes I call out, they thrive. They come out of nowhere. If there was no social media, nobody would know them. They wouldn't raise money, anything. Now they can just come out of nowhere overnight and claim that they are this, just like Jay Shetty. Hey, I have this, very, what? All the certifications. And then after verification, none of them were real, valid. Yeah, that's what CoffeeZilla called him out, right? But still, he has so much of following, and it's gonna just keep going and going and going. And people who have good, decent intention, somehow, like probably, maybe Corpse, again, I don't know his history and all that, probably was trying to do something decent, be real, but the whole thing backfired on him. So anyway, I don't want to drag this long. I want to show you something real quick. Okay, this is one of my channels, and if you look at and it's not me promoting anything, just watch this. 2 weeks ago, 2 views, 11 views, 7 views, 8 views. These are long videos, 16 minutes long, 6 minutes long. Look at this, and look at the thumbnails here, and literally the title. 3 views 1 month ago, 13 minutes long. Don't start a I've given everything as real as it can be. Maybe my thumbnails suck, but I couldn't make it clickbaity because my whole mission was to keep it real and see if I could attract people. It was an experiment and it failed. Meaning, real, true stuff doesn't sell. Unless I make it clickbaity, attract more people, that's how I'm gonna get views. But yeah, in the long run, you'll have these good people, whatever you wanna call them, however you wanna define them. Because most channels have become just a sucker for just money grab, grift basically. Hey, let me get some more new subs so I can milk them. So I watch YouTube to learn stuff. I watch streamers to get entertained, not to be fed propagandas. I don't watch mainstream news to be manipulated so I can totally change my views on something. Yeah, I have an open mind, but it's backed by some principles and moral ethics and values that's been there for thousands of generations, and I still polish my skills and this and that, right? But I don't want any of these agendas just to come and change it. Hey, yeah, you can change your gender, you can do this, you can do that. Well, you can do whatever you want, but no, I don't believe in that stuff. Simple. But however, I wanted to do this because I'm gonna delete all these videos. Doesn't make sense. And maybe I'm gonna go the clickbaity style just to show you that works. But yeah, I'm just saying it. Probably I won't end up doing it because I have so much in my hands right now. I'm so busy doing other videos. But yeah, just to drive a point, I wasted, so-called, or maybe I learned. The more videos I do, I get better, sure. But if you look at it, 20 minutes long, 24 views. So yeah, it's not just the views. I can do other stuff, get away with it, no problem. But if I did it just to get away with it and for the views and clout, believe it or not, I will leave sooner or later, just like I'll have mental challenges and all that rubbish, okay? But last but not the least, I'll tell you another relatable stuff. So obviously over here, when I said the true shit, people don't buy the true stuff. The humans are just social animals. And you know, the face reveal stuff, the dream and the corpse, I want to show you something else. In one of this channel here, about the YouTube video, right? This is one of the comments. I understand if people want to see the faces of content creators, but I'm not a fan of the idea that not showing your face is somehow inauthentic. Because I was talking about the faceless videos. Personally, I do videos with faces on easier than the faceless. I just get off track sometimes, unless I'm doing training videos, because I'm then focused. But when I'm more comfortable doing videos with cameras on. I'm okay with both, but if I had a choice, it just gets easier when I'm doing the raw videos than just trying to look into something. It's just how it is, right? Some people are not, and that's fine. AI gives that opportunity, right? Look, somehow inauthentic. Lookism is real, and humans and unbelievably. Look at this here. Lookism is real, and humans are unbelievably cruel to people who fall in a certain attraction range. I agree. Ironically, I gained trust with an email list subscribers over years remaining anon. Those of you who don't know, I have an email list in the internet marketing field and stuff. I've been making money. Being an anon, nobody knows my face, nobody knows my name, nothing. I have this alias, and I gain trust over time from people. They don't even know my stuff. They don't have to. I just gain trust to my work, the value I give them. And that's how they made me money throughout the year through affiliate marketing and all that stuff. So yes, it's real. You don't have to really show your face, but yes, face gives a little more extra edge, leverage. This without a doubt. People who has a face, they get more chances to make opportunities in terms of, like, you know, revenue wise or whatever you want to call it, authentic wise, than faceless. But there are a lot of faceless channels like Corpse and stuff with millions of subs. So there is audience in both. Ask yourself what you want. But this person, Striker, has a valid point. And I literally said it works with today's landscape. It gets much easier with the real presence. But this here, I just want to talk about this lookism thing and just end it here. Remember, I just said, I don't control this thing, all right? Is it your fault the way you look? Is it my fault the way I look? No. It's like my mom and dad. I'm like, hey, okay. Hey, I have the skin issues. I mentioned some of the stuff, inflammation, this and that. I try to sort out. And I'm like, hey, God, why me? Why me? Why this? Why me? We are always selfish. We just keep saying, why me, God? Why do you have to give it to me? Why not the other person? And then I just came to realize, right? Even my family and stuff. Like, we're like, why my son only, man? Why my son is only this? Why not that? Why not? Like, why not? It could be just that person is also someone's son, someone's mom or whatever, right? It's just like being a hypocrite. Oh, why it has to only happen to my son? Why not their son? Why not this son? Bruh, like I said, we all have struggles, and it's just one way or the other. God balances it out, and it's just crazy. One day, and I'll end this with this thing, all right? This is, I think, the way I can end it. I was back then when I had a DUI, I couldn't, obviously, I got stripped off my license. And then I was taking Uber. So I was coming back from Fridays, I go to the mosque. That time, obviously, whatever it is, I still go whenever I can. But the point was, I was going back home, and one of the Uber drivers was telling me one thing. I was like, do you think everything is fair, man? It's just like, why is like so much of inequality and this and this and this and this? And he said something which is amazing. He said yin yang, which I believed is yin yang. He said, you know, if you really look at it, everybody, perspectives, family members, God balances it out to whatever level. This guy might look really decent, but this guy has extreme issues with his family or whatever. Over here, this guy might not be so attractive in looks, but this guy's the most peaceful person because the whole world loves him. It's just like balances out in whatever way. This whole family members are so wealthy, but their kids are not getting married. They just can't find the perfect partners. Over here, middle class, the families having kids, spreading around, and more happiness. Why? It's just like 50%. God gives this guy 90% wealth, 10% happiness. God gives this guy 30% wealth, 70% happiness. It just like adds up to 100%. And I'm like, damn, it makes sense. Yin yang. Like, literally, a lot of you might see that, okay, I have cousins, might not be in the same level as me, whatever level you want to judge. Now people can rate and look at him and stuff. Yeah? You're like, oh, this guy? Yeah, look at him. 9 out of 10. Looks. Penis? Oh my God, 6 out of 10. Oh my God, man, I shouldn't have gone that route. But yeah. So one thing, I don't have a tiny one, but you know, it's a medium. It's all good. But anyway, you get the point. God balance out. People don't understand this. And I know it's crazy because I am also like, I cry. I'm like, God, why? Why I have to go through this struggle and all this pain and this and this? Why those scammers are always making it? Like, it's just a fact. Like, scammers and these guys always make it. I'm like, yeah, but I don't even know their families or the struggles that they have in the other life. Maybe these guys are getting scammed themselves, or yeah, it's not just a karma. It's just this universal balance out act. I guess that's how you gotta call it. And I have skills versus I see others, they don't have much skills, but they have a lot of money. Okay, but I can build it, but they can't build it. They can probably lose it if they don't educate themselves how to maintain it. Yeah? See that? So I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. It's just that I know that I'm not in your position. And people are like, oh yeah, you know, you probably look decent or this and that or blah, blah, blah. That's why you can comment on this. Nah, believe it or not, like I mentioned, sometimes I feel that a person has a lot more. We all want something crazier. I'm like, that dude has, look at his skin. He's so much better. Or look at this guy's thing, and he has so much longer, you know, so much bigger. Look at his this, that. So again, God balances out, man, in whatever way. It's mind-boggling. But that doesn't mean that we can't always polish our skills and take ourselves forward. Okay? One thing I can tell you and leave you with is like, stop comparing. I was always compared with other people, and that's why it's in the genes, man. What am I supposed to do? Right? I only can fix and move forward. I was born into this kind of family where people compared and this and this. I would have just turned out vile, just like most, you know, other level. But it's just that I guess I'm being guided and I'm trying to focus and try to come back on track. And that's it. So yes, lookism is real. Just like mention about corpse, and I see this very often. Most people are just afraid because they will be commented on other people. Have you seen this lady? Huge. She got viral on TikTok for selling coffee. Yeah. She takes it like anything. I mean, yeah, not everybody can be like her, man. I mean, literally, if I debated her, she would probably take on me, man. She has that confidence. She's huge. I don't know how you want to rate her. A lot of these people, they're like, okay, this girl's ugly. Rate her 1 out of 10, this and that. But they themselves are fine. As long as they're confident in themselves and they're not doing like those people trying to feed themselves, self-indulge just for clout, getting big and fat. Just, no. Some people they get there and they have issues, they struggle. But if they're happy, that's fine. But if they struggle and they want to fix it and they complain, that's a problem. I don't like that, right? But they have their struggles, but they want to work on it. Yeah, that's like motivation. So there are people like that, but not everybody has a thick skin. So yes, it's okay. I understand. All you can do is just focus on what you can control and leave everything else to the universe and God. All right. So anyways, ladies and gents, thanks for watching. Yeah, I have to give you everything. Yeah, feels good now. All right, I'm out.